Imagine for a moment that you possess a hidden superpower, not the ability to fly or vanish in thin air, but a power so transformative it reshapes your entire reality. Today, we embark on a journey to unlock a secret kept by history's greatest thinkers, a secret lying dormant within you. The power of strategic silence, honed through Stoic philosophy over millennia. In an age when every second is punctuated by pings, notifications, and the endless clamor of social media, true silence becomes revolutionary. What if I told you that silence is not an empty void, but rather a potent weapon that cuts through modern chaos, allowing you to tap into a wellspring of clarity, emotional balance, and purpose? Our everyday existence is dominated by an incessant barrage of sounds and distractions. From the moment we wake up, our senses are assaulted by the shrill buzz of alarms and the relentless hum of digital devices. Emails, texts, and social media notifications create a chaotic symphony that drowns out our inner voice. Consider how many times you have scrolled through your phone at breakfast or lost precious moments in a sea of endless updates. This constant noise is not a mere background hum. It is a force that fragments focus and sows seeds of anxiety, hijacking thoughts and draining mental energy. Studies reveal that prolonged exposure to digital noise elevates stress hormones, disrupts sleep, and even impairs cognitive function. Yet, amid the chaos, an ancient truth beckons. Silence isn't emptiness. It's the fertile soil where wisdom grows. Nearly 2,000 years ago, amid the bustle of ancient Athens and later in the corridors of imperial Rome, a revolution in thought was underway. Stoicism emerged as a guiding light in a world teeming with uncertainty and turmoil. The great Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, taught that our suffering does not arise from external events, but from our judgments about those events. Their message is simple yet profound. Control your mind, and you control your world. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher-emperor, recorded in his meditations how much time he gains who doesn't look to what his neighbor says or does. Such words remind us that every moment spent reacting to the clamor around us is a moment lost to inner peace. Stoicism is not about renouncing the world, but about engaging with it mindfully, using deliberate silence to filter out distractions and focus on what truly matters. Modern psychology has even drawn inspiration from these ancient principles. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for instance, teaches us to reframe perceptions and regulate emotions in much the same way. This enduring wisdom has proven its value time and again in both ancient battlefields and modern boardrooms. So what is strategic silence? It is not a mute withdrawal from life. It is an active, intentional pause, a rare commodity in our hyperactive culture that serves as a sanctuary for thought, reflection, and true communication. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, but the presence of thoughtful stillness, a state in which our minds find clarity. When Marcus Aurelius declared, "Nothing is more noble than silence when speech is untimely," he was imparting the wisdom of choosing when to speak and when to hold one's tongue. Adopting this practice does not mean surrendering your voice. Rather, it means reclaiming control over your inner dialogue and learning to discern between the noise of the world and the genuine call of your intuition. In doing so, you become the master of your reactions instead of a slave to every impulse and distraction. To appreciate the power of strategic silence, consider the harrowing tale of Navy pilot James Stockdale. In 1965, during the Vietnam War, Stockdale's plane was shot down and he was captured. For 7 long years, he endured unimaginable torture and isolation. Yet amid that chaos, he discovered a weapon more potent than any physical defense, the power of his mind. While facing brutal interrogations and unspeakable hardships, Stockdale clung to the words of Epictetus. "You have power over your mind, not outside events." In those dark moments, silence became his shield, allowing him to anchor himself and build an unassailable mental fortress against external forces. His story is one not only of survival, but of triumph, demonstrating that even in the midst of overwhelming adversity, we have the power to choose our response, find stillness amid the storm, and transform suffering into strength. Now imagine beginning your day in a quiet sanctuary before the world demands your attention. Seneca, one of Rome's most revered Stoics, believed that early morning was a sacred time for reflection. As soon as you awaken, resist the urge to grab your phone or check your email. Instead, dedicate the first 15 minutes to a screen-free ritual. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and allow your mind to settle. Use this time to write down your intentions, goals, or fleeting thoughts, and visualize the day ahead with calm purpose. This practice lays a mental foundation that keeps you centered even when external noise threatens to overwhelm. Impulsivity is the enemy of wisdom, and our immediate reactions often lead to regrettable words and actions. A simple yet effective method to combat this is to insert a deliberate pause between stimulus and response. The next time anger or anxiety surges, acknowledge it without judgment and breathe deeply using a 4-7-8 technique. Inhaling slowly, holding your breath, then exhaling fully. If needed, extend the pause by slowly counting to 10. This brief moment allows you to assess whether the situation truly demands an immediate response or if a measured, thoughtful reply is more effective. Even a few seconds can break the cycle of impulsivity and align your actions with your core values. Consider also that meals have long served as opportunities for mindfulness and connection. In ancient Stoic gatherings, silence during meals deepened thought and allowed participants to savor each bite. Choose one meal each day to experience in complete silence. No screens, no background noise, no distractions. Focus on the sensory experience. Notice the colors, textures, and aromas of your food, and appreciate the nourishment before you. Over time, gradually extend this period of silence until the act of mindful eating becomes a profound ritual of awareness and gratitude. Modern science confirms that these ancient practices are anything but archaic. Studies show that just 12 minutes of intentional silence daily can lower cortisol levels by up to 27%, significantly reducing stress and enhancing well-being. Research from institutions like MIT demonstrates that leaders who incorporate strategic pauses into their decision-making process are notably more effective, with enhanced creativity, sharper focus, and improved memory retention. These findings validate that silence, when wielded intentionally, is a catalyst for profound mental and emotional transformation. Now, I challenge you to adopt what might be called the Stoic 24-hour rule. Identify one area of your daily life, perhaps an impulsive work email, a heated family debate, or a rapid-fire social media reply, where you typically react immediately. Commit to waiting a full 24 hours before responding. Use this time to journal your emotions and reflect on whether your initial impulse was truly justified. After the waiting period, assess whether your response is more measured and effective. Document your experience and share it, inspiring others to see the power of a deliberate pause. History is filled with moments where strategic silence altered the course of events. When Nelson Mandela emerged from 27 years of imprisonment, his first public address was preceded by a profound silence, a pause that was not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of deep, reflective strength that disarmed critics and underscored the weight of his struggle. Even in the final hours of Pompeii, as Mount Vesuvius unleashed its fury, the calm reflections of Pliny the Elder served as a testament to true courage, maintaining composure when all else seems lost. Such examples reveal that strategic silence is not about inaction, but about engaging with life's challenges with thoughtfulness and deliberate intent. By choosing to pause, reflect, and respond with measured care, you not only reclaim your inner strength, but also contribute to a more mindful and compassionate society. Picture yourself navigating your day with a calm focus that permeates every interaction. beginning meetings with a moment of quiet to center your thoughts, defusing conflicts with a measured pause, and even using silent reflection to overcome self-doubt. When you opt for silence over impulsive reactions, you trigger a chain reaction that enhances your relationships, improves your work, and elevates the community around you. The benefits of cultivating a quiet mind extend far beyond personal growth. They spark a quiet revolution against the constant barrage of noise and distraction. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, nothing is more noble than silence when speech is untimely. Harnessing the power of silence does not mean giving in to passivity. It means asserting control over your inner world, rejecting hasty reactions in favor of thoughtful, impactful communication. Whether you face everyday challenges or high-stakes decisions, strategic silence stands as your secret weapon, a timeless force capable of transforming chaos into clarity. Your moment for deliberate quiet begins now. Embrace this practice, let your inner calm guide you, and witness the transformation in every facet of your life. Every moment of deliberate quiet is an opportunity to reclaim your mind, shape your destiny, and build a world that values thoughtful reflection over impulsive reaction. Now is the time to step away from the noise. Listen deeply to your inner voice, and let the silent strength within propel you forward.